Hi guys, this is a Naruto X reader by Angry Muffin. Angry Muffin has a capital A and a capital M with no space. This is on Wattpad. Without further ado, let's get into this. Today was the day that Hinata, Sakura, Ino, and I went to the bathhouse for a girls' night out. It's been so long since our last one. We were usually all too busy with family matters or other things. I grabbed my bathing bucket that was filled with my soaps and brushes from my closet. I've been using my bath at home that was there, so no need to keep a to-go basket out. Just looking at the soap containers made me nostalgic for when we all used to hang out all the time before we got busy with life. Well, no need to be nostalgic, FN. We're all going to be there. Well, besides Tenten, who's going on a date with Lee, I told myself. Walking to the front door. Of course, before taking off, I put my shoes on and said my goodbyes to my parents. On my way, I met up with the girls and we talked there together. While on our way to the bathhouse, all we talked about was boys, which I didn't mind, since I was so into the conversation I didn't realize that we already made it there. Usually it would take around 10 minutes, but it felt like only seconds. I guess time flies when you're having fun with the people you love. So, FN, do you have anybody that you're interested in? Sakura asked as she put her basket of soaps down. There has to be someone. There's Neji, Shikamaru, Kiba. There's a lot of guys to choose from. I sighed. It's always the same question when we hang out. Well, to be fair, I'm the only one who hasn't fell head over heels in love with anybody yet. Sakura and Hinata sure have. Now I'm drooling over Sasuke and Naruto. Those guys are pretty much off limits, you know, go code. No, not yet. I haven't thought about it. With working with Ino at her flower shop, the only guys I see are Shikamaru and Shoji, and the only reason they're there is to pick Ino up so they can go do Team 10 stuff. Whatever that is, I said, covering my body with a favorite color towel. You pick the color. Well, maybe I can hook you up with someone, suggested Ino, who was already heading inside to the bathing section. I don't think so, but thanks for the offer. The rest of the girls and I followed her lead, not wanting to be left behind. After washing our hair, we all headed into the huge bath that was at the end of the room. Since there was only 4 of us, we were all spread out, taking our own corners of the tub. Again, we started talking about whatever came to mind, which then varied to work, and what types of diets we were on, if any at all. Again, we talked for so long that time really flew by. We've been in the tub for around 15 minutes and we've already been talking about 10 different subjects at the time. Before we could start talking about something else, we heard a loud thump in the dressing room. With the dressing room being the only room that connects with the girls' bath, it kind of scared us to go look to see what that sound was. I looked over at Sakura, who was shoulders deep in the water, as so was the rest of us, well, except for Hinata, who was fully underwater. Sakura, did you tell anybody that we were going to be here? I asked, trying to get an idea of what that sound might be. Well, on my way to meet up with you guys, I ran into Naruto. He said to me what I was up to, and I told him that I was going to the bathhouse with you guys, but he shouldn't be here. He said that he was going to be hanging out with Kiba all day. After saying this, she shrunk down to nose level. Okay, well, I'm going to check it out. Okay? Ino and Sakura nodded. Hinata giving me a thumbs up. Underwater. I got out of the tub and covered myself with a towel, making sure that it was tight enough just to walk around in. I walked through the cloth that took place of an actual door. When I went into the dressing room, everything looked completely normal. After looking around, there was nothing in the room. I shrugged. Walking back to the bathing room. Before I could, however, I heard something overhead. I looked up, but before getting a clear look of what it was above me, I was pushed onto the ground, a giant weight on top of me. Opening my eyes, I saw that Naruto was on top of me. He must have tried to sneak a peek at us, but I guess I caught him before he could. Naruto, get. He covered my mouth with his hand, making me muffle the rest of the words. Please be quiet, FN. I don't want the other girls coming in and seeing me, and with you like that, it would be even worse. I looked down to see what he was talking about. My towel came loose. It was barely covering the important parts of my chest. I nodded as I answer, trying to be quiet. I'm dying on my game. I nodded as an answer, trying to be quiet. He took his hand off my mouth, placing it on the wooden floor next to me. Though after complying, we sat there staring at each other. I had to be honest, it was kind of awkward. I didn't even notice that he would periodically take glances at my chest here and there. Hey, Finn, I gulped, a red color crept onto my cheeks. Your stuttering made it more awkward, but what else could go wrong, really? With me, went from the bath and only in a towel. Stuttering isn't that awkward compared to those things. I thought that you just like one of the guys, like rough around the edges and boyish. But you're really, really pretty, he told me, moving his hand that was next to me onto my leg, pushing up the towel a bit as he did. Naruto, stop, I can't break the girl code. I pushed his chest, trying to get him off me. I don't even know how to deal with this. What do I even do when a boy is like this? Wait, what? He chuckled. What girl code? I looked away, super embarrassed. With me pretty much naked under him, and now I have to explain the girl code. I don't think I can take this anymore. Well, the girl code is, if your friend likes a guy, you have to scratch that guy off your list of dateable guys. I whispered, trying to make it audible, but also as quiet as possible. Okay, but if I like someone else, asking me, he moved his hand from my leg onto my neck, using his thumb to move my face to make me look at him. Well, I took some time to think, to be honest. I didn't even know. The only thing I'm thinking about is wanting him to get off of me before one of the girls sees us like this. Then I don't know, I guess it really depends on who it is. Well, I like you, you're really pretty, and I like how you like to try to be tough like the guys. Would you even date me even though Hinata likes me? I looked at him in shock. How did he know? He smiled, trying not to laugh. And Sakura told me how she likes me. I just haven't told her that I don't like her back yet. Oh, he got off me, offering me his hand. I fixed my towel and took his hand, careful on how I got up. Thanks, I gave him an awkward smile before looking away again. He kept his hand connected to mine, his grasp firm, but not too tight. So would you? He asked, playing with my hair with his free hand. My cheeks got even more red as time went on. Now they were as red as a tomato. Oh, well, yeah, I would date you. Smiling like an idiot, he went over to my dressing area. He tossed me my clothes. Hurry up and get dressed. I juggled the pieces of my clothing around in my hands, trying to keep my underwear hid. Well, why? So I can show you off to the guys. Since you hang out with them, I gotta let them know to lay off. I'll wait outside for you. I'm so sorry. And that's the end of that. There's so many times where I tried reading this and I was kept, I couldn't do it in the time frame. I died on my game on my sister's tablet. So I haven't really been uploading, but I want to turn this into